AITA for making sure my sister and brother have what they need, with some extras, but not doing the same for my step-and-half sibling. I, 21M, have a brother, 15M, and sister, 14F, who still live with our dad. I'm no contact with him, reason being my dad is an ass and getting away from him was the best thing ever. He's a gambling addict who cost us everything when Mom died, who was happy and celebrated Mom dying because he thought he could pay off his debt but instead couldn't scratch the surface, and forced us to live in a one-bedroom apartment where he got the bedroom and the bed. Me and my siblings had to sleep on the couch and in sleeping bags. When I was 14, he married a woman who was either just bad with money or was a gambling addict too. I never gave a shit about her, so I didn't pay enough attention to figure out which one. Money was even tighter once they joined households, and she had a kid younger than me and my siblings who'd be 11 or 12 now. My dad and this woman had a kid a year after they got married, so that was great for two already financially drowning people. Between the two of them, they must have close to $1 million of debt, if not way more by now. College was never going to be an option for me, so I got ready to do training instead. When I moved out, I got an apprenticeship that allowed me to make some money while I was training. Wasn't a lot, but helped. I shared an apartment with strangers for a while before moving in with friends when they decided we should get a place together. As soon as I was making enough money to afford rent and extra, I was paying money into my brother and sister's school lunch accounts. I was sending them a little money via prepaid cards too, so they could afford food if that was ever an issue. I paid for a couple of field trip things their schools wanted them to do. My dad likely knew and didn't care because he never stopped them going. When my siblings said things got worse 3 months ago, I sent more their way, and I and some other family reported dad and his wife to CPS. CPS offered resources but did not want my siblings removed. To live with other family, it was a month ago when dad took my sister's phone and he started calling me saying my brother and sister were better off than my step-and-half sibling, and asking why I wasn't taking care of all four. I stopped taking calls from her phone because of this. But he kept asking me why I wasn't making sure the other two were okay, and did I realize they had noticed and felt pretty bad about themselves because nobody did the same for them. He told me I get to live with being a person who picks kids deserving of help. I do what I do because I love my siblings, and I honestly don't give a fuck about the other two, even the one that's half who shares my blood. I never loved them or saw them as siblings. I'd do anything for my brother and sister in a heartbeat. I have by making sure CPS knows when it's getting worse. But AITA for not doing the same for the other two?